could never undo. They met by chance. Brown, in her early 20s, fell under Coleman's spell almost immediately. To those around them, it was clear that Coleman had taken control of her, manipulating her, molding her. What no one could have predicted was how far she would go to prove her loyalty to him. In the summer of 1984, Olton Coleman and Deborah Brown began a 2-month killing spree that would span 6 states: Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Wisconsin, Kentucky, and Michigan. Their victims were young and old, black and white, strangers and acquaintances. The only constants were the brutality of their crimes and the senselessness of their violence. Their spree began with 7-year-old Vernita Wheat, whom Coleman lured away from her home in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Vernita's body was later found in an abandoned building, strangled with a ligature. It was the beginning of a horrific pattern that would claim the lives of 8 people and leave countless others scarred for life. 9-year-old Tunny Story in Indiana, 7-year-old Tamika Turks in Ohio. These were just 2 of their young victims. Coleman and Brown's crimes were marked by a disturbing willingness to target society's most vulnerable: children, the elderly, and even those who had trusted them. For them, no one was off limits. Authorities were desperate to stop the carnage. As Coleman and Brown moved from state to state, stealing cars, clothes, and lives, their faces appeared on wanted posters across the country. They were named to the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list, a distinction rarely given to women, but their trail of terror was far from over. In Ohio, the pair targeted Harry and Marlene Walters after asking to buy a camper from them. What began as a friendly conversation ended in bloodshed. Harry survived a brutal beating, but Marlene wasn't as fortunate. She was bludgeoned to death with a wooden object. By July 19